Okay, hello. My name is Dr. Daryl Hooker. I am going to be your U.S. history teacher for this semester. Um, so, first of all, just to give you a little bit of background information about myself, um, I graduated from the University of Houston. I have a bachelor's degree in political science, a master's degree in education, and a PhD in education, also from the University of Houston. Um, what do I like to do for fun? I like to travel, so obviously I haven't been able to do that for these last several months because of COVID-19. Um, I also just like to spend time with my family and friends. And again, I haven't been able to do as much of that as I would like for the last several months due to COVID-19. Fortunately, no one in my family has really been affected by COVID, at least not by actually getting the disease. So that's great. I'm very grateful and thankful for that. Um, but yeah, I'm going to be teaching your U.S. history class this semester. It's going to be very interesting because there's a lot of things that are going to be different than what you would normally expect um, in a U.S. history class. So, for one thing, uh, normally U.S. history will be taught over the course of the whole school year. But because of COVID 19, we're not going to be able to do the entire school year. What we're going to do is we're going to speed the curriculum up a little bit so that you can get the whole curriculum done in this first semester between the end of August and the middle of December. That also means that you're going to have to take the U.S. history STAR test in December as well. But the good thing is, like, you'll get it all crammed into one block of a semester, and then you'll take the test, and then you won't have to worry about it for the second semester. Um, so I wanted to show you a couple things in Schoology, just so you'll understand what is going on for the first several days of school. But before I do that, let's talk a little bit about what do we actually learn in U.S. history at the high school level. So when you took U.S. history in the eighth grade, you learned about pre-colonial America, that is before Europeans showed up, all the way up to the Civil War, right? And you learned about the causes of the Civil War and all that good stuff. In this class, we start with after Reconstruction has ended, and if you remember, Reconstruction is the period of about 15 years after the Civil War was over, when the United States attempted to bring the South back into the rest of the country, but with rights and um, you know reasonable ways to treat African Americans. At least they tried that for a little while, right? It only lasted until about 1877. So after Reconstruction, we get into what is known as the Gilded Age and then the Progressive Era. And basically, we will cover what happens in the United States after Reconstruction, all the way up until the election of Barack Obama as President of the United States in 2008. And then a little bit of his first couple of years in office, 2009, 2010. Um, so it's a lot of information, but trust me, we will have plenty of time to get through everything so that you understand exactly what's going on to be prepared for the STAR test. Okay, so the first week of class, we're just going to do some kind of introductory lessons, which a lot of them are going to be kind of reminders of stuff that you learned before. We'll start off with just a lesson about why do we study history in the first place, just to kind of get you thinking about what history is about as a discipline, as an academic discipline, and then we will talk about the founding documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. Um, we'll talk about the principles of American democracy, which was first laid out in a book called Democracy in America by a French writer named Alexis de Tocqueville. And then after we finish with that, we'll start to talk a little bit about what exactly was going on in the United States after Reconstruction was over, and that'll pretty much cover the first week. But again, I want to show you some things in Schoology as well. So you can see here that I have my U.S. history course right here. I click on it, Then once you click on it, you'll see the welcome folder, and then you'll see the Unit 1 folder. So for the welcome folder, right now there's only one thing in here, but by the time you actually go into it, this video that you're watching will also be in there. But the first thing that you see in here right now is the student information survey that I want everybody to fill out during asynchronous work time on the first couple of days of school, hopefully on the first day. So you see that it's actually a Word document, and then I put the link in here. The reason I did this because a lot of times when you just post a link in Schoology, it doesn't work. So I put it in this Word document. All you have to do is click on this, and it'll open up this survey right here, and then you just fill out the survey. You can see it's only 7 questions. It's not a whole lot. It's not going to take you all that long, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, but I do want everybody to do that. All right, so if we go back to the home page for the U.S. History class, you can see Unit 1 right here. And then you see we've already posted material for lesson 1.1, which we'll do on Wednesday. Um, Notice that the first thing that I have in here is actually like the guided notes, the handout for that day. You'll also notice that in parentheses right here, it says this copy is for emergencies only. Use the copy in OneNote. So by Wednesday, I will have, through our class page on Teams, I will have posted this into everyone's OneNote. And we're going to use OneNote to hold on to all the handouts that I give you, just because this way it'll give me a way to help you to be organized with everything that you're going to need to keep a hold of, for this class this semester. Okay, but you can also see that in the first lesson, there's a little discussion board that I want everybody to do, and then just a little quick, you're going to write a quick paragraph that I promise you it's going to be easy. It's not going to be very difficult. All right, and then if we look at Teams for a second, if you go to now this may look a little bit different on your screen, but you'll see Teams, and then depending on what class period you're in, you'll either have U.S. History, the one that ends in 001, or U.S. History, the one that ends in 003. Second period is 001, fourth period is 003. You'll notice that there's another set of U.S. History classes here. I've put second quarter only in parentheses under these classes so that you know that these are not the classes that you're supposed to be using for U.S. History right now. This won't be until later. Okay, so just make sure you're only using the ones that actually have the period name on them. Okay, and then what you'll notice once I start posting in here is that under files, right, because you'll see posts, and this is just where I will post general communications with you guys. I'll also post any general communication I put here in Schoology. Um, but what you'll see up at the top is it says files. And then when you go to files, there will be class materials in this folder. And then I'll just organize the class materials by unit, right? So anything you need for a particular unit will be in this folder, um, but it'll be sectioned off by unit so they'll help you to stay organized. Um, and then there's some other technical aspects about the class notebook, which again is where I'm going to share with you any handouts, but we'll have to get into that later once everything is set up. All right, so again, my name is Dr. Hooker. I am going to be your U.S. history teacher this semester, and hopefully we're going to have a good time, make this as interesting as possible to you guys. And try to, deal as best as we can with these unusual circumstances of school in the age of the coronavirus. But I look forward to getting to know everybody. Please, please, please remember to fill out that survey. And again, it is if you go to our U.S. history page in Schoology and then to welcome, there's a U.S. history student information survey. Please remember to open this document, click on the link, and fill out that form. Again, it's not going to take a super long time, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing everybody in class on Wednesday, and have an awesome afternoon and a great day.